The only thing is we must agree. War is a bad thing. It is a bad thing because young men and women die. It is a bad thing because everybody suffers, both those who are wronged and those who have committed the wrong. So nobody really wants war. War is last resort. And if you ask any of these war generals, their preferred position is, let us never get to war. But don't listen too much. Let us not listen too much to Western analysts whose only agenda is defined by one thing. We are good, they are bad. And if we say they are bad, say yeah. And we say they are good, agree with us. That kind of approach has no place in the civilized world. You know, the Israeli conflict with Iran and the fact that there is a deafening silence from the West, and which is actually complicit, takes away their high moral stance that they had with regard to the war between Russia and Ukraine. The same arguments are no longer available to them. And in the last 1 week, when the Israelis have been jousting with the Iranians, you no longer hear as loudly as it was that the Russians are bombarding Kiev. In fact, the conflict between Russia and Ukraine is no longer occupy acres and acres of space in the newspapers as it was 2 weeks ago, because it has taken away the moral argument that the conceptual West had. And that is why you can see now they are a little bit slow to judge, or even if they are doing so, they are not doing it as loudly and as boldly as they were doing, which is good. It is good because it is creating an environment where, in fact, all combatants, all parties who are involved in conflict can be brought to the negotiating table. It is a bad route to take, but I think it is the route that has been taken. And sometimes there is a storm before the lull. I hope and pray that this storm between Iran and Israel is the storm that will create a lull which will lead to peace, even if it is merely a modus vivendi where people live and let live without permanent peace. It will be good for the world to reassess, and to reassess the institutions that were created after the World War II, to look at the UN Charter again, to look at the architecture of the United Nations again. I think for the first time since the World War II, all these institutions are being reassessed. The International Court of Justice, the International Criminal Court, all these are now under scrutiny, because it would appear to me that the 21st century and the conflicts that have arisen require different approaches going forward. We are fighting at a time where fights are not even, there are no men and women in boots on the ground. Drones have taken space. Ballistic missiles. How do you prosecute this war?